Now, many people know the Salt River for maybe tubing. You've gone tubing before. But the Salt River Canyon has some amazing views.
And as always, we can see them through the eyes of the photographers at Arizona Highways magazine. Robert Stieve is here to show us some. Robert, I was already oohing and eyeing over the cover photo.
Yeah.
I know you said you picked it out just for me.
Well, we know what you like, yeah.
I mean, that's gorgeous. So tell me exactly where we're looking at on the Salt River.
Well, the Salt River Canyon is, one of the reasons we did this is because a lot of people, as you mentioned, are familiar with the lower salt. The upper salt is spectacular. Arizona is known for one big canyon in particular, but there's so many others, and this is relatively unexplored. So this is kind of going, like if you're going up to the White Mountains from the Phoenix area rather than going up, you know, through Payson and cutting over, there's this route up through the Salt River Canyon. That cover image is actually on the Apache Reservation, Seabecue Creek, falls of the same name. Great little hike back up to it, and yeah, it doesn't look like Arizona, right?
No, I mean, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Are we able to hike there? Like,
yeah.
Is that for open to the public?
Well, you need permits, just like you do with a lot of places. They're easy to get. You should not try to attempt it without a permit because, you know, you could get fined and have your belongings confiscated or something. But very easy to do and worth every bit of effort. And
that place is so beautiful. I know we have some other shots from that area.
Yeah, all of these shots are from the Salt River Canyon on the upper salt. It's just different perspectives, and you know, we've talked with you many times about how long we've been around and making photographs, and we've showed this canyon a lot, but we went out and found a photographer that we knew was going to go to places that many others hadn't gotten to, because it's pretty rugged country, as you can see. So you have to have some intrepid personality traits to get back to some of these places.
Sorry, are all of the photos that are featured in this month's issue the same photographer then?
Yeah, a guy named Shane McDermott lives up in Flagstaff. We sent him out. He was out there for about 1.5 years for us. He was doing other things. You know? We didn't just like send him out with a tent.
Look at this.
But yeah, you're seeing the hoodoos there in the foreground, and the river. You know, it changes color depending on the time of year. You know, it's a little bit muddy.
What's a hoodoo?
A hoodoo is a well.
Don't just say that and keep talking. Like what?
I don't have to whisper it. It's actually a rock formation. You know, down in the Chiricahuas. You know, if you're familiar with those formations, or up in Bryce Canyon, up in Utah. I couldn't tell you why it is called a hoodoo.
Okay.
It is a hoodoo.
I love you just said it and kept going, and I'm like, what?
I know how to spell it, but geologically, that's about as far as I can go. So it's a beautiful spot, as you can see, and this is a higher view, looking out at a place called Horseshoe Bend for obvious reasons. But you know, one of the things that I think makes this so great is that he did spend so much time out there, because you get the different seasons. You know, he got a double rainbow at one point, and a lot of different.
Was he like the double rainbow guy, the viral video double rainbow guy?
Boy, look at that. Your people are good.
I have, but
you
look
can
at
do that. I don't know how that happened.
Incredible or what?
Yeah, so you know, I mean, so much of photography, and I've said this many times too, is you know, being in the right place at the right time. But if you're sort of entrenched in a landscape, as Shane was, you know, you get some of these shots.
It's so beautiful. The double rainbow.
You're gonna give the viral guy a run for his
No, I would never take his glory.
His glory.
But that, I mean, I can see what you're saying, that he probably, I mean, shot these areas multiple times, but you know, you really wait for that perfect day and the lighting all falls into place. I swear I was a photographer in another life.
Well, and you like it when your photographer says, I'm going to begin by using Google Earth. You know, he's going to go to places that he hadn't been to. And the other thing that he did, which I thought was really great, he had never been to this canyon before, and he intentionally didn't look at any photographs of the place because he didn't want to go out and essentially, what photographers say, stick his tripods in the same holes as the previous photographer. He wanted to go find his own stuff, and again, there's that creek that we saw on the cover with that waterfall.
Well, I have to say, I mean, you always do amazing work in this magazine. These are some of the best.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I thought. You know, it's just a place that few people are familiar with, so thanks for letting us showcase it.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm thinking right now? It just came to my mind.
Is it about hoodoos?
Hoodoos! now that I'm
Hashtag.
Of the day.
Well, you kept saying that. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at in the picture. I don't know what's the hoodoo. No, but I'm going to do a trash the dress photo shoot after my wedding, where I'm going to go somewhere and get all muddy and gross. I'm going to use you as a resource to find a good place.
I've got all kinds of spots for you.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally going to.
That'd be great.
That's a good social media opportunity for both of us.
Yo, look at
Maybe
there.
the next covers of Arizona Highways magazine.
It's me.
We'll trash some old magazines. last month's issue.
We'll trash the old
Oh, it's
issue.
taking a turn.
I know. Robert, thank you so much for coming
you.
on. I love
Thank
this
you.
issue. Tell the photographer we said bravo.
Yeah, I will.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Now, you can see those gorgeous pictures and more by subscribing to Arizona Highways Magazine. Give them a call. They're at 1-800-543-5432 or go online to arizonahighways.com.